Kaisho! Hey everybody, welcome back to my daily Euskara practice in which every day I try working on a little bit of the Basque language to hopefully one day actually learn it. At least to be able to understand it, but hopefully a girl can dream to speak it. But we're super basic beginners level right now, so the exercise I have lined up for today is something I haven't done in a while. It is correcting sentences because my coursework is very much focused on figuring out Basque grammar and the basics of it. And so these sentences basically are traps for me to figure out how much do I really know. So I'm going to read them out and see if I can spot the grammatical errors in them. Inevitably, I will make mistakes on this, I'm 100% sure. So if you catch any mistakes that I make in this video, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate if you have any knowledge of the Basque language. That'd be really helpful. Sometimes I catch my own mistakes if you stick around for the video long enough, but sometimes I really don't. So I have Elhuad Histegiak, my online Basque dictionary, which I'm slowly figuring out how to use, so I've been relying that on more and more. But I also have my Center for Basque Studies Morris Dictionary, Basque English, English Basque Dictionary here, just in case. And I've always got Google Translate up on my computer too if there's like a more complex sentence I need to figure out. So before I get into it though, I want you to acknowledge the aloe vera flower that's coming up on my plant. I'm so excited! I spend a lot of time at this desk, so it's pretty cool to have this guy. Ooh, it's bouncy too. I've had this aloe vera for 3 years now, and this is the first time that it's making flowers, so thanks for humoring me on that one. So let's get started. The instructions say Susendu Gaiski Dauden Ishaldiak. So I think that means correct the wrong sentences. So we have a few bullet points to get through. Number 1, Gure lagunek es dute parandarik egiten. Okay, for this exercise, I don't think it's really necessary for me to understand everything, but I like to try to understand what I'm reading. And the thing that's messing me up here is parandarik. I know I've seen this word before. I think it's paranda, but I don't remember what it means right now. So let me ask Elhuad. Okay, Elhuad is saying that it means a binge, a spree, a party, or to have a night out. Okay, so what are we saying here? We are saying our friends are not doing any party, so they're not having a party, I guess. Okay, so let's look at the verb. Es dute, so dute is third person singular form, I think. Yeah, and egiten at the end there, so they don't do any parties, I guess, regularly, egiten. I think that's okay, gure lagunek, because it's, what do you call it? Ukan, lagunek. I think the first one's okay. It might be a trap, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna leave it. Next one we've got Sure etxean shaguak ibili dira egunero. Shaguak. Shaguak is what's messing me up here, so let's type it in. Would it be shagu? Yeah, Elhuad is telling me, yes, that's the word. I thought it might be a mouse because it sounds very much like the word that my dad uses, which is shagia. So, shagua, shagia. I guess in Batwa you would say sagua, shagia. Okay, so what are we saying about mice in the house? Something? Sure etxean, in our house. Shaguak, mice. Ibili dira egunero. So does that mean like in our house, like there are mice that ibili dira, like that walk around every day? Or then like Yeah, they visit every day. Zure etxean, I think that's okay. Our house, in our house. Shaguak, mais, okay. I think the biggest thing here is ibili dira. Ibili, does it go with ukan or isan? Do I know off the top of my head? I want to say it goes with isan, because ibili to me is like a movement verb. Ah, man. Let me see if I have in my notes an example just to confirm which auxiliary verb ibili goes with. Okay, so I had another exercise, one that says ibilsen da, which tells me yes. I think ibili does go with isan. Okay, so in this case, does dira work? It's multiple mais. So I think it's fine. I feel like it's a trap. The first two in a row cannot be correct, can they? Oh man. All right. Third one. Neshkaren begiak osho politak da. Okay, so is that saying the girl's eyes, I can't speak English now, are very pretty. So bad with suffixes. Is that how you say the girl's eyes? I think ren is like an apostrophe S in English. I think it's possessive. Neshkaren begiak osho politak dira, because it's multiple eyes. So I think that's the only mistake here is the verb. It should be in the third person plural. Is that what that is? Yeah. And not third person singular. Neshkaren begiak osho politak dira. Okay, how about the next one? Gazteizko lagunaren etxean ez da ezer egoten hoskailuan beti hutsik egoten dira. Oh gosh, it's a really long sentence. It's a lot of words. Okay, break it down. What are we saying? We're saying Gazteizko, from Gasteiz, right? Lagunaren etxean, in the friend's house. So in the friends who are from Gasteiz's house. Wow, so much information in just 3 words. Which is, I mean, Basque is really interesting to me for that reason. Like, there could be so much involved in just a few words. And it does make me wonder. I'm like, are we just using too many words in English? Like, they could express that in 3 words in Basque. What are we even doing? So I think that means, or the friend, maybe, lagunaren. I think laguna, one friend. So the friend from Gasteiz's house, in the friend from Gasteiz's house, ez da ezer egoten hoskailuan. I think hoskailua was a refrigerator. Ezer, I think I just saw this. I think it means like none or nothing. Like there is no, or there is never a refrigerator. And then it says, comma, beti hutsik egoten dira. Hutsik, I don't know what this is. Let me look it up. Hutsik. This is going to be hard for me to look up because ik, I think, is a suffix here. Elihuad is saying that huts, Huts, is a word, and it means a mistake, error, fault, defect, void, nothing, vacuum, what? Empty, hollow. Wow, there's a lot of definitions to this word. So what are we saying? It's always in a vacuum? It's always empty? It's always a mistake? Let me put this into Google Translate just to see if I'm missing anything here. Oh, so Google is telling me Okay, this makes a little more sense. We're trying to say there's nothing in the fridge at a friend's house in Gasteiz. That's what Google Translate is saying. It's always empty. Oh man, I'm no good with suffixes. I feel like there's probably some mistakes in the suffixes. I really don't know. I think the last part, it should be beti huchik egoten da instead of egoten dira, like it is always empty. I think that's what we're trying to say. The refrigerator is always empty. But I don't know if that works. I don't know. I'm going to skip to the next one. Next one is long too, though, so I don't know if I'm going to have better luck here. Gu beti arratsaldeko bostetan ateratzen gara kalera, baina gaur bostak eta laurden irten gara. Okay. Gu, we, beti, always, arratsaldeko bostetan, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, ateratzen gara kalera. Ateratzen, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like the French verb atterrir, to land. Do we always land in the street at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? I'll look that up. Atera, is that the root word here? Ateratzen. Atera means to leave, to depart, to take out, to enact, to come out, to leave, to go out. Okay, there's a lot of definitions for this one too. But yeah, so we always at 5 o'clock in the afternoon go out to the street. Baina gaur bostak, but today bostak eta laurden, but today 5:15 irten gara. We go at 5:15. Okay, so already, what am I seeing here? The last part of that sentence, I think we should be saying, bostak eta laurdenetan or something. We have to be saying like, but today we go at 5:15 and not just we go 5:15. Oh, but again, I'm not so sure. So I'm just going to keep going, get through the next few, and then I think I'm going to check the teacher's edition because this is kind of hard. Okay. Ene berandu da. Ene. Ene, is that like a nickname for Eneko, or is that an expression? I don't know. Berandu da, it's late. Hamarak sartu gara egunero lanera, eta orain hamarak eta laurden dira. Okay. So 10 o'clock, we sartu. We leave every day, or we get out every day, or we get out of work every day, lanera. Eta orain hamarak, and today it's 10:15. Oh my gosh. I'm in way over my head. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we're saying, it's really late. It's late. Whatever ene is, we're late. It's late. Berandu da. I think that's okay. Like, can we just say it's late? Hamarak sartu gara egunero. Again, I think it should be hamaretan sartu gara egunero. Like at 10 o'clock we get out every day. Lanera. I don't think that's the right suffix. Lanera, I think, is like to work. Is it lanerik? Like from work? Is that how you say from work? I'm not sure. And then eta orain hamarak eta laurden dira. And today it's 10:15. Again, should that be it's at 10:15? Or it's good the way it is? Not sure. Oh my gosh. Next one. Ni ez dut sigarorik eretzen. Oh, eretzen. Is that the verb for smoking? Ni ez dut Sigarorik eretsen. I am not smoking any cigarette. So I know since we're using ukan here, should be nik es dut. Sigarorik eretsen. I don't know, but I'm confident with the nik. I'm not sure about the rest of the sentence. And then lagunak yerche hau goria yainsi du. Okay, these are some words I don't know. Yerche? Jertse. Okay, Eliud is saying that is a word. It's a jumper or a pullover. Oh, sweater. I should remember this from my clothing vocabulary. Yerche. Okay, yansi. I don't remember that word. I'm guessing it has something to do with putting on clothes. Is that the verb for like putting on a sweater? To dress, to put on, to wear. Okay, so lagunak yarche hau goria yansi du. Oh, that sounds very wrong. So something about the friend is, or put on, the friend put on this red sweater. I think when you're saying this, like how should be at the end of whatever group of noun and adjectives you're doing. I'm not 100% sure though, because I still have not quite mastered how to put nouns and adjectives and demonstratives together. But I think it would be yerche goria how. And then yainsi du. I think that's okay, because we already have lagunak yerche goria how. Gosh, that was hard. I don't know. So let me pull up the teacher's edition and see what they have to say about this. All right. So the first sentence, I was correct. It was correct. It did not need changing. The second sentence, I was very wrong. There is a mistake here. I'm like, I see why I missed this, because this is newer information that I've been practicing like in the last week only. So if you remember, the sentence was Sure echean shaguak ibili dira egunero, and I was like, yeah, I think that's fine. But what I should have remembered is we're talking about egunero, every day, and so the verb tense for that, it's not just a regular present tense. This the specific you do it every day tense that I've been working with all week. So it should be Sure echean shaguak ibiltzen dira egunero. So ibili becomes ibiltzen. My bad. All right, next one. Neshkaren begiak osho politak dira. Okay, thank God I got that right. Oh, and then the big tongue twister, the first long sentence that I really got lost on. Okay, so the sentence as it was Gazteizko lagunaren etxean ez da ezer egoten Euskaldun, beti hutsik egoten dira. All right, I can see already I was correct. Beti hutsik egoten da instead of dira. That's the last part, so I got that. But what about the first part? Is anything different? Gazteizko lagunaren, okay, that's the same. Etxean, that's the same. Ez da ezer egoten Euskaldun. Yeah, they didn't change anything in that first part of the sentence. Hey, so I got it right. So it was just at the end we had to put da instead of dira. Wow, they really just piled on a bunch of words in there to confuse you. It wasn't that complicated. Okay, next one was gu beti arratsaldeko bostetan ateratzen gara kalera, baina gaur bostak eta laurden irten gara. And I think this one I got right again. So it says the first part is fine, but it should have been baina gaur bostak eta laurdenetan irten gara. Hey, so you know what? It pays to make mistakes on a quiz, because I bombed a whole section of a quiz where I put a bunch of like bostak eta laurden, just how it was, and I should have put bostak eta laurdenetan, which is at 5:15 and not just 5:15. So hey, I learned something from my mistakes. How about that? It really does work. Practice. Okay, next one. I think I was really lost with this one. Ene berandu da, that's the same. And originally the sentence says Hamarak shartu gara egunero lanera, sorry. And what it should be, according to this, is Hamaretan shartzen. So I was kind of right. I was like, should it be Hamaretan at 10 o'clock? But again, since we're talking about egunero, it's got to be the habitual present tense. So shartu becomes shartzen gara. Okay, what about the rest of the sentence? And they said lanera was fine. So that suffix is good, I guess. Eta orain hamarak eta laurden dira. And they said that stays the same. We're cool with that. Okay, this is one where you guys really need to tell me, like, am I wrong here? Or is my teacher's edition wrong? Okay? So the next sentence was Ni es dut sigarorik eretzen. And they're saying that that's fine. I said it should have been Nik es dut sigarorik eretzen. But they're saying it's fine as Ni es dut. Is that? Please tell me that I found a mistake in the teacher's edition. Or please tell me, explain to me if you speak Basque or you study Basque more than I have. Please tell me how is that okay? Is that okay? Are they right? Am I wrong? It's very likely, but I don't understand. I really don't. Okay, so last one, Lagunak yerche how goria nyansi du is what it was. And in this case, I was correct. It is Lagunak yerche. Oh, I thought I was right. I wasn't right. I was almost right. Focus. Yerche gori. How? Not goria, because the A is the article here. And I guess when you're saying this red sweater, you don't need to say this the red sweater. Yerche gori how yansi du. So close, yet so far. Oh, man. You know, some of that was more complicated than it needed to be, and some of that was real obvious, and I missed it. So I learned today that even with all of my practice of conjugating verbs, trying to talk about like habits in the present tense, clearly I still missed a few of those. So practice makes perfect. Well, I'm not even striving for perfection, just some sort of progress, which we're doing. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Hella Basque YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.